inaitwa Throwback Thursday. Even though
Flashback Friday, Throwback Thursday.
Hapa sana kwa Makasiriko Friday. Nimeona Lamek ameshaingia hapo. Lucas Real Time Onyango amejitumbukiza hapo real time.
Amejibwaga
hapo venye anabwaganga mizigo hapa Kenya.
Kuambia.
Real time.
Double tap logistics. Quick fast minus.
Tuma kitu nani. Cannot be advertising me here for free.
Tunangoja hizi package.
Namba iko hapo chini usirege.
We are waiting for these parcels. Mr. Real Time yourself.
Karibuni sana, welcome again to Galactic Productions, to
that show
with her herself,
AfroFabb
and me myself, Night Atieno. Leo hata tutabonga sana. Leo nataka tuanze story. Leo nataka tuanze story na masupermarket.
On that note,
namely, because I named this one because at least it's supermarket, because I know most of them have this tabia. Yeah? You go to the supermarket, you buy something. They know you're going to pay by M-Pesa. They allow you to pay by M-Pesa. They know that when you pay by M-Pesa, you cannot pay cents by M-Pesa. Yes? So these guys, what they're trying to do, and guys, be very vigilant. Because if you don't take care, we talk about money here every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, yes.
We talk about money every Wednesday. And this week we were talking about money savings.
Yes.
Saving tips.
Yes.
So, you go into a shop, supermarket sana. Kitambo walikuwa wanajaribu kutupatia maswiti ati hiyo change. Ni kama mimi ninaenda kununua switi. Mimi kama unaniongezea ni sawa, mimi napenda switi. But please, don't try give me sweets instead of money. I cannot take those sweets and go to pale hivyo kwa mama mboga ninunue nayo firifiri.
Because hiyo 4 bob yenye hujanipatia.
Hiyo 4 bob yangu ni pilipili.
Kesho nikikuja hapa na 16 bob niwaambie jana mlibaki na 4 bob yangu jazeni iko 20 bob. Hamtakubali. So,
you understand?
I beg. Give me my 4 shillings.
Exactly.
I don't want sweets.
Yes.
Sweets and
I don't want sweets. I don't want you to round me up.
Matchbox.
Guys, let me explain to you what happened yesterday. Yes? Let me explain to you why I'm a bit incensed. I am incensed. I am so upset. Well, not maybe so upset, but I'm upset that maybe it's something that I might not have noticed if I was paying by credit card or by debit card. You see what I mean? Or even if I was paying in cash.
Yeah, you wouldn't notice because if you don't look at what you're paying for, because alafu na saa zingine most times utarudishiwa change utahesabu immediately.
Yes.
Utaikunja tu hivyo kwa receipt utaweka. Sasa umeka chini utaangalia you're like,
that's it. In Kenya now, we don't have cents. We have shillings.
We have shillings.
That is the last currency. Hatuna ndururu,
the lowest
hatuna
of which being a shilling.
We have none of that. Yes, we have a shilling.
So
why are supermarkets and shops generally still pricing things with cents? When 85. They know very well they cannot give you change in cents. And they have to round it. And when they round it, they always round it in their favor. They round it up. So imagine, hey, Caroline Kenyana, good morning. Connie Mirembo, Caroline Kenyana, Lamek Onguru, Owino, Weshimiwa,
Karibuni sana.
Lucas Real Time Onyango of Real Time Logistics. Kama uko na any mali from the UK, from Europe, nini.
Diaspora.
Look for Lucas Real Time Onyango. Najanilipa
utakuwa sorted
for advertising atalipa tu
utakuwa sorted immediately.
We were in darkness.
Imagine.
That's why we were so dark today. Our producer number 1, you noticed. Anyway, guys, here's what I'm saying. We were talking on Wednesday about money. We talk every Wednesday about money. We talk about how to save money. So you walk into a supermarket, you buy something. That thing is X amount and 85 cents, as was the case yesterday for me. Sometimes it's and 15 cents. Yes? And 15 cents or and 10 cents. So that's 90 cents that they've taken off you. Imagine they do this to how many people? Dremco caterers, nipewe shout out. Now tume hiyo M-Pesa. Karibu sana Dremco caterers, karibu sana Tamara Wajiko. Right. So you go to a supermarket, so you've got 90 cents. So it's 85 shillings and 10 cents. Yes? So what they do is they round it up. They make it into a shilling. After mathematics tulifundishwa. Kama ni 10 cents, kama iko karibu na ishi, you go to the closest shilling. Yes? Na hata kama si hivyo, why am I paying an extra 15 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents of something that you have not delivered?
That you haven't delivered,
Why am I wasting that money?
Because it's just like maybe if it was 199,
yeah,
and then they cut you 200 bob.
Yeah,
that's a shilling of
exactly.
Now you can imagine 10 people are being cut like
not
that.
10,
that 15 cents.
Imagine when you're in that supermarket, you see at least 50 people.
Yeah.
Imagine every one of those 50. And that's only in the 15, 20 minutes that you're there.
Yeah.
A day, these people are open for maybe 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Imagine for maybe every 10, 15 minutes, they take cents out of every customer.
15
yeah, 15 cents. So let's say for every hour, they serve maybe 1,000 to 2,000 people for every hour.
Yeah.
Let's just say on a busy day.
Because they have multiple tills anyway,
exactly.
so it's possible.
That's it.
Yeah.
So for every person that passes through there, they take cents out, cents out, cents out, cents out. Yeah. Imagine how much money they're making out of something that they have not delivered to you. Guys, be vigilant, because if you don't take care of the pennies, if you take care of the pennies, the pounds will take care of themselves. If you take care of the cents, the shillings will take care of themselves.
Straight up.
You see what I mean? If you're not looking at how these small amounts are going out, how are you supposed to look at how the bigger amounts are going out?
Exactly.
You see? So like, I go to the till, this lady says to me, oh, it's only 15 cents, round it up. So it was something 10.43, nakumbuka, 10.43.85. Yeah? She wanted me to pay 10.44. I'm like, no. Why 44? Exactly. I can't pay 15 cents for something you haven't delivered to me.
Why 44?
Do you get me? Because if I pay you that 15 cents, nikamwambia what I mean nini 43. You are sorry kwenyu kwa sababu it's not my fault that your pricing allows for cents when you cannot give change in cents. So guys, be very vigilant and tell people to be very vigilant, because hivi ndio venye tunaibiwa hapa nje. Now it's thievery, because if somebody takes your money for something they have not delivered, they have stolen your money from your pocket. They're stealing the food out of my child's mouth. That's exactly how I see it.
49.50.
Exactly.
49.50. Uliona sumi.
You know what I mean? Exactly. Uliona few wellness. Utaiona wapi? Kama sahi yenyewe.
There are some supermarkets that now you go with those the 1 shilling coin. They refuse. I tell you, I that chukwangi. You're like, bro. Well, but I got them from here.
Exactly.
And you actually got them from there, and it's still legal tender.
It's legal tender. Nobody has the right, for as long as that money is legal in Kenya, nobody has the right to say no to
we
that
don't
money.
Yes. Because fine, I've come for my shopping. I have 200 bob in shillings. Zile shillings zote mmekuwa mkinipatia, nimekuwa nikiweka kwa chupa. So if kamalia, I'm like, hapa hizi ni unga mbili. Best I come and bring them back to you.
You're the ones who gave it to me.
Exactly. Where do you want me to take them?
You take it, because if you have shillings in your till, you have no right to refuse to take my shillings. You have zero right.
So your shilling, 1 shilling, at least is the lowest denominator.
I think that
cents, 50, 25, 45.
We don't have those anymore. So I think that businesses should style up, and businesses should start pricing their things in shillings to the closest shilling, because they know very well that they cannot give change in cents, and this is how these big organizations are making money out of us. For in thousands and thousands and thousands of us are coming in, and they're taking those 15 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, 50 cents, 90 cents, 80 cents. Nimechoka na kuwapatia cents zangu for free.
Iyo ni wizi.
Let us use common sense, and let us refuse for them to mark it up. When you go to a supermarket and they try to make you buy it if they try to round it up, tell them to deliver you something for that 15 cents so that they can round it up. Otherwise, it's their pricing that's the problem, so they should round it down. Refuse to pay that tax. These are the kind of taxes that we refuse to pay. This is a tax that even the government hasn't imposed on us. Wewe ni nani? Wewe hata si serikali.
Hiyo tena ni branch nyingine ya corruption na nini?
Tunyanyaswe na serikali na pia wewe utunyanyaswe. Na bado kwa nyumba tunyanyaswe na materials. Yani aka watoto.
That generation that you brought forth.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That wasn't supposed to be one of our topics today. But I had to talk about it because on Wednesday, on Wednesday we talked about money saving. We cannot save money when we are being shafted hand over fist.
Umetoka home na
hand over fist. Unaingia kwa supermarket una list yako,
uko na hiyo 1000s, una 1000s, narudi home na change alafu
unafinywa tu. Wongo.
Wacheni wizi.
Exactly.
Wacheni wizi. Na nikikuja na bob ichukue.
Exactly.
Probably nilitoa kwako.
That's it.
Moving on. Good morning.
Good morning, people. Karibuni kwenye hii edition of Makasiriko. You know, on Monday we talk about relationships. On Wednesday we talk about money matters and wellness matters. We talk about very serious, very useful things. On Friday we also talk about very serious things, very useful things. But in a Makasiriko way. It is the tones that leave us. It is the tone that changes.
Wednesday tunaongelea juu ya pesa na kasauti kazuri tunaambia ukitaka kusave pesa. Save pesa hivi.
Ukitaka kuinvest, invest hivi. Hivyo.
Lakini ukimake investments za ujinga sasa kama hizi tricks zenye tunaambiwa hapa nje ati leta 300,000 ati kuna kabroti kamoto
utaletewa 3 million.
Utaletewa 3 million.
Endo washwe. Endo pesa yako itaoshwa ni wote washwe.
Wash.
Exactly.
You'll be utaoshwa hata.
Right, anyway, of littering drivers, of littering people. Yani wewe kama mtu mkubwa wewe you yourself.
Wewe dereva.
You pick something, you drink something, you buy water hapo hivyo kwa barabara, unakunywa alafu unatoss out.
Unatoss out of the window.
Seriously, come on guys, let's style up. You know, you eat a whole pizza and you throw the whole thing. I've seen someone chucking a whole pizza box. Kenyans. We look at other countries, we look at developed, yes, they also have litterers, yes, but they're fewer. Yeah. We look at all these other countries, we watch movies, we see the cleanliness, you go to other countries and you see clean streets. In our own country, ourselves, ni sisi ndo tunachafua. Unaelewa?
It's true.
Because if we did not litter, there would be no litter on the streets.
It's true.
For me, the biggest bugbear is drivers. Yes? You see someone eating something or drinking something and they toss it out the window without a second thought. Without even a second thought that there might be a pedestrian over there. Exactly. I'm like, you guys, you could have just left it and gone and put it in your bin at home.
Ama tokingia kwa nini kwa petrol station, there's dustbins there.
Exactly. Waambie tu niekeni hii hapo. You know what I mean? It's like, guys, let's style up.
Achani ujinga.
We want a cleaner country.
Yeah.
We cannot keep saying to the county government, clean
you're
our
not
streets.
You're not cleaning.
When we are the ones who are
actually
making these streets dirty. Yes? I understand if you eat a banana and you put it under a tree because that will compost.
Yeah.
I understand if you peel an orange and you put it in a hedge because that is compostable.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? But imagine you kutupa plastic.
If it's a plant, give it back to a plant.
You know, if you buy something and you're in your car or you're in public transport, please take your shit home.
Take your shit with you.
Nancy Kinanu Kirema, this is a schoolmate of mine. Karibu sana. Naona leo kumechangamka.
Leo kunchacha.
Welcome. We thank you so much, guys, for coming in, for staying tuned. Yeah. Please share. Kama imekubamba, share, usikule peke yako, ita majirani, ita mabesti yako, call everybody, you know, start a watch party.
Utamia kitu poa ni kushare. At least mnaweza piga hiyo story baadaye.
Caroline Kenyana always shares our shows. Yeah. You know, she's a big supporter of the show. She's always here, she's always sharing, she's always encouraging other people to come watch, you know. And it's really good. But we thank you also, guys, just for joining us. You know, not just, but for joining us.
For being here.
Because without you guys, atungekuwa hapa.
Atuyuko.
You know what I mean?
Atuyuko.
But hawa watu wakutupa takataka kwa dirisha, please wacheni. Please.
We always say in this show and sana out here, be the change you want to see.
100%.
Okay, wewe dereva mmoja, because imagine mko kwa jam. Kuna gari karibu so mbili stretch moja.
Yeah.
At least 100 of those guys throw something out of the window.
Yes.
Before you leave, ikifika tu jioni.
Yes.
Okay, imagine ile hip itakuwa pale, ile mess itakuwa pale. And then kidogo it starts raining, there's nini, what do you call it? The drains are blocking. Yeah. Because of those plastic bottles, because of the papers that are being thrown out of the window.
And then we complain that the government is not doing any kanjo or funny job.
It's not kanjo, brother. It's you. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Niwewe, wacha kutupa vitu nje ya nini,
you know, you go and buy alcohol outside the Wines and Spirits, you drink it out there and you leave it on the ground. For who to come pick up?
Be a responsible person.
You know.
Just be responsible. It starts with you. Kwa sababu mmeka pale mko hapo nje ya wine, ndio? There's 7 of you drinking.
Yeah.
If you finish your bottle, maybe give it back to the store where you bought it from.
Yeah.
They have a bin.
Yeah.
They will throw it for you.
100%.
They'll get rid of it for you.
Yeah.
Lakini sasa umechukua umepanga pale. Kwanza there are these stupid ones, and yes, stupid. anairusha huko across. Sasa umeenda kulita kule kwingine na umeka. Who born you? Who teach you?
Did not hear,
who is your manners?
Alafu
bure kabisa
hapo hivyo kwenye kutupa takataka, ushatupa takataka hapo kwa barabara, unangoja mtu akokotee, alafu unafika home late, unapata watu walishakula, basi unakula unaacha vyombo kwa sink. Ni kama
viatu zako pia uliacha pale kwa mlango, uletewe ndani, sio? Because wewe ni,
and especially as I talk about men mainly, yeah. The thing is, in our society, now I was watching a movie yesterday. It was a South African movie, and this guy had gone to the city, Joburg, and he'd obviously styled up from his village ways, So he came home and his mom was cooking, and he was like, "Oh, mom, how do you want me to help you?" And his dad was like, "Where? Sit down. Usiende kusaidia wanawake kazi yao." I'm like, 2020. Ukoloni. Archaic ways in this here. Kwanza wacha tu ni fluff so that it can sink in.
Yani tuseme tu kweli, kama uko na tabia kama hiyo, just sit down, review. Kaa tu chini ujifikirie.
In most households, you're both working.
Yeah.
So you're both working, and you expect the other person to still do the same chores as if she wasn't going to work. Yeah? Now, it's not even like you've hired somebody to help you guys. It's just the two of you. I'm appealing. I'm not even going to chastise anyone. I am not going to Makasiriko on this one. I'm just going to put an appeal out there. Guys, if you're like that, imagine yourself being the other person.
Mimi ndo naenda job, wewe unakaa home. Nikikuja home inakuwa ni hujapika, hizi wewe hujafua.
Mnafanya kazi. No.
Okay, yeye amerudi mapema, acha tuseme.
Mimi nasema tu situation yenye both man and woman are working, but you still expect the woman to do everything in this house. Si hata mko na mtu wa kuwasaidia kazi. It's just the two of you. Yes? Or just the two of you and the kids. Yeah? But you expect her to come home early, you expect her to go pick up the kids, you expect her to wash the kids, feed the kids. Na wao ukikuja chakula yako iko moto.
Iko ready. Iko hapo inakungojea.
You know what I mean? But you are both working. My sisters, it will not change until you compel these men to change. It's not just on the men to change. Do you understand? It's on all of us to communicate and say, I am not getting a good deal out of this thing. Do you get me? Because most of the time, the guys are not even aware, because mulianza hivo. Mulianza hivo before muoane. Mulianza hivo before you had kids. You started that way before you had other responsibilities, before you had a promotion
when it was
work,
just
so
two
you
of you and things were easier.
Exactly. Yeah. But even then, if you're both working, at least sometimes try and make some scrambled eggs. Try do something, man. You know what I mean?
Sometimes
try
a cup of tea goes
something.
A long way.
Make me
to use just a cup of tea, but to the other person. Like, where?
Exactly. You know? So I'm not even going to Makasiriko on this one. I'm going to just say, in the house, if you feel like unanyanyaswa, talk.
Say something.
Exactly.
Say something. I will never know what's
because
pinching you.
Because ukikata kuamka 3 a.m. kama yeye ametoka ulevi zake, ukikata kuamka akupikie, atafanya nini?
Ata change. Itabidi kwa sababu mazecho jana niliingia home 3 man.
Exactly.
Nililala hivyo. Ama hakunifungulia ikabidi nilale kwa mlango, ulala kwa mlango kwa baridi ama ulala kwa moti kwa baridi.
Exactly.
Na bado kalala njaa. So those are two things you're like, kama ilikuuma, you won't do it again the next day. So
because if somebody wants to behave like a child, treat them like a child then. Do you get me?
It's that simple.
Mpatie Cerelac for breakfast.
Anataka kuthrow tantrum.
Mpatie Cerelac.
Jibambe nani?
Nunua Cerelac nani?
Jibambe. Ambia bibi yako ndio hiyo, Cerelac yako ndio hiyo.
Exactly.
Have a bowl.
You know?
Mimi nimeenda hivi.
Anyway, on that note, wacha sisi tukunywe maji. DJ Roy, do something.
Nakwambia, what are these?
Karibuni sana. Welcome one and all to this edition of Makasiriko Furahiday.
Today
of
Friday.
Of that
of that show. Hey, I'm still catching myself.
Makasiriko Furahiday.
We are here. Kasirikaing every Friday.
Musiwache ma supermarket ziwadanganya.
Uskubali.
Ati they're rounding you down.
Uskubali.
They're rounding you up.
You're 15 cents. What you thou?
20 cents, 30 cents, 50 cents, 90 cents, 95 cents. Let it round down and not up. But anyway, on that note, second kwanza kukasirika mimi mapesa tunaongea littering. We've spoken about men and not doing chores and not helping out. Or not even helping out doing that, because you're not helping me when you do that. You're helping our household. Exactly. Anyway, on a more
you pick up after yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
The sooner you're done with that, the sooner I'm done with this, we can sit down and have quality time and enjoy each other.
Or even we can go to the bedroom.
Anyway,
and I won't be tired and I won't have a headache.
Zile manini zenye zinakujanga every other week.
Don't expect me to work all day like a donkey and then you want to work me all night. Dang, man. Anyway.
I'm just saying, that's the incentive, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, on a more sort of sober, serious note, we have this topic here of female fertility, or just fertility generally in the household. Whenever there are no children or no children are being born in a house, then in our African setting, we don't even bother to go do tests in India. Now tests are widely available and they're very cheap.
They're affordable.
You can even find in some places where they have family planning clinics that they offer just either very cost effective or even free fertility testing. You know, so it's about just looking in as a couple and thinking, and then as a society, really, not just as a couple, because when you go to a woman and ask her, hey, you guys have been married 10 years, when are you having kids? Number one, it's none of your business.
Maybe I don't want children.
Yes, it's really none of your business. Yeah, I don't come to your bedroom and ask you for an audience when you're doing your thing there. I don't. Yeah, so don't come asking me stupid questions like, when am I having kids? Am I going to have kids? It's really
they're my children. Are you going to raise them?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Unless I bring up that topic, just stop, people. Gossiping about someone because they haven't got kids. Having children is not the mark of womanhood. It's not the mark of how much you are contributing to your family, to your wider family, to the wider society. Not everyone was destined to have children. And not having children, my sisters out there, you're not any less of a woman just because you don't have kids.
Than any other woman who has
Number
kids. You're
one,
a woman first.
It's none of their business. Number two, kids are overrated. Trust me. Don't have kids before you're ready, because society is asking you to have kids.
The society is not going to raise those children. You will have to bear that.
You know what I mean? You're the one.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't bow to societal pressures. And guys, in society, let us stop being those people who are making women depressed out here because they don't have kids. Men, if you want children and you're not succeeding in having children, in a lot of time, hey, Shama Odwor, amesema niaje, karibu sana Shama Odwor. Thank you for joining us. Naona Rosie Omolo amekia hapo. Karibuni sana. Welcome everyone. Today we see that our audience is big.
I know. There's one Mike Shamia is in the house. Carol Kenyana has waved again. Rico Fundamental.
Guys, this thing. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Furahiday. Makasiriko Furahiday
edition, Friday.
On that show, and don't forget, we're here again on Mondays and Wednesdays. Mondays we talk about relationships. Wednesdays we talk about business and wellness. Sana hapo kwa business, sana hapo kwa maybe being employed and maybe even starting something on the side. That's what we talk about. How to save money, how to make money, investments, how to just grow personally, personal growth. That's what we talk about on Wednesdays. But today, Niko Makasiriko. Now what I am not my womb.
Yes.
My womanhood or my being a woman is not defined by what comes out of my womb, whether it comes out or not. Do you see? And in most cases, you find that the guy's sperm count is low, but he doesn't want to go find out why he can't father children.
Exactly.
He's never fathered children with anyone else, but he hasn't got a problem. So he's not going to be tested because it messes up with his ego. Guys, let us stop being these people. If you really love somebody and you say you love this person, especially now in 2020, atuko zile siku za ati you're still peer pressure, ati your mates are going to say, ati you did what? And it's none of their business. You don't have to discuss with them.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, it's your personal. It's your
you
body.
And your person.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
No. So, it doesn't matter what they think, because again, like we said, society is not going to raise those children.
Exactly.
Society is not going to be by your side. It's your person. And the moment you're candid with your person,
you should stop.
Doesn't even
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's about communication. Yeah. But guys, we can contribute to lessening this stigma on women. Yes? We all have sisters, mothers, aunties, whatever. Think about the female that has the most influence in your life. And think about, would you say the same unkind, cruel things to them?
Yeah.
In terms of fertility, would you approach them in the same way? Would you be as callous as you are with this other person who you think is not as close to you, without thinking about their emotional well-being, without thinking about what other things maybe this person was raped when they were young.
Exactly.
So therefore it can lead complications, and so therefore they cannot have children. So every time you ask this question, this invasive...
Before you ask that question, sit down.
This invasive question, think to yourself, you don't know what is in somebody's life.
You don't know what the past
You
is
don't know
like.
what their life has been. You don't know what is causing this infertility.
Exactly.
You see?
Exactly.
And as a man, if there is infertility in your home, or if your guys are struggling trying to conceive, bebana na bibi yako ama demi yako ama mtu wako tu, go get tested. It's really that simple. Imagine. Nowadays your sperm will be tested, yatafanywa tests zake, which are usually a lot more invasive than for you guys. You guys just have to spoof on something. Us guys have to go through a lot. So let us not put women in this thing of your womb. And ladies, having severe period pains, having crippling period pains, and guys, saying period pains is not taboo, by the way. It's something that all women go through.
Period is not a taboo.
And if your mom did not have periods, you would not have been born. Yes? So it's not a dirty word. It's not a dirty thing. Usione mtu akinunua tampons unaenda kwa hiyo aisle ingine. Unahepa. Kwa mtu unaweza kutumwa uende kanunue pads na tampons. Jua ni size gani demu yako utumia. Ni nini wewe? Tuko 2020. You know what I mean? Tumwango wewe pia saa zingine ukienda shopping unapitia hivi naona zake ziko karibu kuisha unachukua hapo kwa super.
Yeah, it's just like the same way like for ladies, like you're going to hook up with your guy.
Yeah.
Buy condoms.
Yeah.
Condoms are not for the man to buy. You buy condoms,
exactly.
You carry
them.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, nyinyi wawili mnaenda
exactly.
So if you can't,
ni ida ubebe condoms ama ununue P2 gani ni better? Hizi ni vitu zinaingia kwa system yako.
Na P2 unajitafunika tu moja, haitafunika hizo zingine zote. So please.
You know, guys, when it comes to all these things, and I was going to say for our sisters, when you get severe period pains, when you get severe bleeding, when you get pains, please go to a gynecologist. Get tested.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Knowledge is power.
Exactly. Hey, I see Scott and Leach. Anasema sasa. Good morning, ladies. Hey, by the way, guys, before I forget, we've got an interview coming here with Scott Leach,
Chef number
Kitchen. Chef number 001. Yes? It's amazing. She's an amazing lady. She's an inspirational lady. She doesn't just cook. She does many, many things. Please, make a point of watching this interview. It's going to be aired tomorrow, 6 p.m. East African time.
East African time.
If you're in the UK, it's going to be 4 p.m. your time, but the video is going to be available on Galactic Productions. Yeah. And I promise you, this is one that you really do not want to miss.
To watch this.
Yeah? So, guys, Scott Alich, upper interview. Our next person is Lucas Real Simonyango. This one is definitely one you do not want to miss. Most of our interviews will be on inspirational people, will be on business people, will be on people who have started from nowhere, nothing, and built something, you know, and are still building something.
People still polishing their tools.
People who are polishing their tools. People who are sharpening their knives. Let me tell you, steel sharpens steel. So when we interview these people and we put them up here, when you watch them and you see them, you will get something out of it. You know.
You can't.
So if you want to shine, if you want to grow, you have to be sharpened by those people who have already been there, so that you can see that nobody has a smooth journey.
You know. Yeah, let's use them. If it was smooth going up.
Yeah.
Vile unataka kuteremka unataka kudunda. Wacha ni wachi hapo.
Tamara Wanjiko amesema ongeza sauti some in-laws. Na ame-emphasize hapo kwa some. Kwanza wale wakuuliza wewe unazaa lini? Wewe huyo mtoto wenyewe alitestiwa lini?
Again. Alitestiwa lini? Because I've heard of weird situations that you'd find. There's this lady that I knew of.
Yeah.
Fine. They got married, that they got a child. Unfortunately, they lost that child.
Yeah.
Imefika mahali, because of the trauma, you lost a child and it was a young baby. It was still an infant.
Yeah.
So imefika mahali, conceiving again, anaogopa kubeba mimba, because they're like, because they're like, what if I lose this one again?
Yeah.
So it got to a point, everyone is getting frustrated.
Yeah.
So the husband is frustrated, akaanza kumblame.
Yeah.
Wewe ni kama wewe ni tasa. I'm like, yo.
Okay.
They're like, bruh. Ile delivery room ulikuwa pale, like you saw, we had a child, like we raised a child for at least a couple of months, and then unfortunately we lost it, and then you still go on ahead and call me barren?
Yeah.
Are you stupid? Anywho,
style up people.
Wacha nitoke huko. Go and get tested. Sit down with your partner. With your partner, not with your mother and uncles and auntie na committee.
No, this is not a community project.
Ni wewe na
mama wako. Because when you're in that bedroom,
nyinyi wawili mkifunikana hiyo blanket.
Hata mtu yuko polygamous. Unless wanafanyanga maoji.
Bas. Exactly.
Anaenda kwa wili leo, wapo kesho, hivyo.
Baka zikimisha list yake. So they sit down, because you can imagine, yes, he's polygamous.
Yeah.
Labda house A, kuna watoto.
Yeah.
House B, bado mna try. House C, imekata kabisa.
Yeah.
Hawezi anza kuleta hiyo noma ati uende kuambia house A, it's your fault that house C is not getting children.
Yeah. Doesn't work like that.
Rather labda umezeeka.
Exactly.
Your taps are
Tamara Wanjiko says, females, check up page called, and males if you want, if you're
for your person,
forward thinking and for your person, you know, check it out. My underscore happy vagina my underscore happy vagina on Instagram. Legit page, legit products, legit results. Na muache kuosha huko ndani. Hiyo kitu is self cleaning. Alafu
exactly, because now there's even pages online. So you can sit down. You have questions in your head. Research. Angalia online utapata majibu. Enda kwa daktari utapata majibu. At the end of the day, you can conceive if you choose to. If not, ni sawa.
Na kama huwezi. There are children out there
and
who
you can
are
adopt kids.
Exactly. You know what I mean? That you can.
Kama systems zako zimekata, and it's not your fault. Things happen. Atuzifanya kila
and
kitu
there are people who are born not able to have kids at all, men and women.
Exactly.
You know, and our society needs to style up and stop making these people. We need to normalize adoption. We need to normalize adoption. Because there's so many children suffering out here because we have this stigma of adoption. We have this stigma of bringing other people's children up. You know, a child is a child, and if you cannot have one of your own biologically, please bring another child into your home. Give them the same amount of love.
Surrogacy is also an option.
You know what I mean?
It's done out here.
Exactly.
So,
you know what I mean? And
research too.
Once you're done with this oven, and it's giving you problems, if you have massive fibroids, if you have all these issues, and they tell you the best thing to do is to remove it, take it out. It is not worth the pain. So easy nowadays. It's like having a CS. 8 weeks later, you're back. Nothing is, everything is sour. I've had it done, because I was having serious issues. You know what I mean? So let us stop looking at our wombs as if they are our womanhood. Because without a womb, I am nothing. Because without a womb, I am not a woman. No, you're still a woman. The thing that defines you is who you are.
Exactly.
Not who other people think you are, or who society thinks you are, or who society says you are.
That's their opinion of you.
And it's none of your business.
Don't matter. I don't hold water. I never used to understand what they used to say ati urembo wa mwanamke sio sura but tabia.
Yes.
I was like, but eventually you grow up and you understand. You're like, it's not how you look. It's not what they say, what they think. It's who you are.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Their opinion is their business.
That's it. Na wawa wanawake wako hapa nje. Mnazaza watoto alafu mnafikiria sasa ume hit jackpot. My sisters.
As I cross my arms, this one.
My sisters. Your child is not a meal ticket.
It's not a meal card, Danny. Please.
Your child is not the thing that will make you rich. Your child is not the thing that will get you out of poverty. Your child is just another human being that is not to be used as a
that you're responsible for until
your games. Do you understand? Ukikosana na baba mtoto hujakosana na mtoto.
Achana na mtoto. Hata juu mmekosania nini, hata sijui ni nini mnagombana alafu mna involve mtu.
You know what I mean? So ladies, especially out here, ladies, my sisters, please jishikeni masikio msikize. Please. When you leave a man or a man leaves you, however bitter you are, however confusing it is, however painful it is, whatever it is that you're going through, if you really need help, seek therapy. But do not use your children as pawns. If you don't pay, you won't see your children. Now you're the one who's dictating how much this person is paying. What you have to remember is, when that person is in your household, it's just the two of you and your kids. Yes? So they can afford to pay rent, they can afford to everything that they are paying there. Exactly. That's it. Everything that they're paying there, as soon as they leave that house or as soon as you leave that house, it doubles.
Yes. Straight up. Ilikuwa 45 imekuwa 90 sasa.
Exactly.
Ilikuwa 25 imekuwa 50. Beste. Acha ujinga.
You know. So now you want him to pay exactly the same as he was paying when he was living in that house. Yes? But now he has other responsibilities. Yeah? Ladies.
Akona nyumba ingine, akona
kile naweza kuambia. The thing that I can advise you guys, my sisters, the thing that I can say we need to do as a sisterhood, find something to do that is going to give you an income. Whether you're with somebody or not, whatever they're providing, find something to do that will give you an income. So that ukiwachwa ama ukiwachana, na hata kama if you're in an abusive relationship, you have the option to leave because you're not financially dependent on this person.
On this person,
See what I mean? If your kids are in a certain school, if things are in a certain way, if you're a certain way, if you live a certain way, as soon as that union is broken, assume that too will cease.
Yeah. Whatever brought you guys together is no longer working, it's no longer valid. Sawa. Vile tulikutana ndo vile tu pia tuachane. Unajua sawa, now there's children, now it's terms zimechange kidogo. But achaneni tu.
And the ability of a man to provide should never be the your equation. If I pay, see your children, pay, see your children, pay, see your children. It should never.
You're not
be
hurting
like that.
the guy alone. You're not hurting yourself. You're messing with the children.
That's
like 70%.
Exactly.
You're 15 yenyu gawanini. Yoni ujinga yenyu.
So many men out here are committing suicide because they can't see that. Yes, there are deadbeat dads out there. Yes, and those dads need to style up. They need to step up. They need to provide. Because whether you're living in that household or not, your children live there.
And it's whatever little you bring.
Exactly.
See ati umeambiwa ati ulipe rent, ulipe nini na nini. Beba pali unaweza.
Mimi hata nasemangaje, it's more important for a father to take his children for weekends than to provide all the money.
Maintain
in this
that
world.
Relationship.
Exactly.
Maintain, because that relationship you're not
and also
buying for
another
shit.
thing is it relieves the pressure on the mother. You see, I'm saying father and mother because mainly this is what happens, especially in our African setting. You see what I mean? Mainly, you see that a man will either leave or a woman will be left. You see, or a woman will leave. You see, it's very rare that a woman leaves and leaves the children. And even then, ladies, if you leave and you're the one who was left, you still have a responsibility to those children.
You're still a mother.
Exactly.
You're their mother. Like when uliwazaa jina yako iko pale kwa certificate yako. So play that small role.
Let's not use our children.
The father will raise them and at least but don't dip in and out at umekuja sazile it's convenient for you. Kama umeenda basi enda. Kama uko, please just be present. Because there are guys who have this tendency of come and test the waters, they're like, oh, they're fine, cheers.
Yeah.
Again, you see them like another 6 months again. You find the child has grown.
It's better not
like,
to be there.
Yeah, don't show up.
It's better not to
Watch
be there.
on.
But ladies, my biggest bugbear today was having children. Because you think that now, once you have this child, you're going to
change.
Not that he'll change. You're going to use this person as your meal ticket. You think that now, ati sasa juu niko na mtoto wako, naweza kukupigia simu saa yote, nitumie pesa, mtoto ni mgonjwa, nitumie pesa nini, nitumie pesa. You know what I mean?
And probably maybe this guy has moved on. Like, again, like we said, whatever brought you together, imeisha. Sindio? Aya, meka, mmekosana, nini, everyone has gone their own separate ways. Maybe this guy decides to marry again. Alafu ikifika saa 8, wewe unataka kuharibia huyu jamaa hao yake juu unashinanga hapo kwa simu always busting his phone. Akona fever. Anataka maji. Han, don't be stupid. Wacheni ujinga, like stop doing that to children. It's not their fault. Again, like we always say. Mtoto hakutuma application.
100%.
Hakutuma application. You 100%. And your partner decided we are going to have a child. Whether ilikuwa oops baby ama ilikuwa nini ama nini. That child was born. Into that family. Kwa hiyo, wewe ndio mama, wewe ndio baba. Mtalea mtoto the right way.
Exactly.
Do not bring up that child to be broken because of your ego and stupidity.
Mtoto wako ukimzaa haukutengeneza cash point.
Bas. Unajua.
So, wateni ladies.
Wezi buy hata maziwa, wezi buy hata maji.
Ati mtoto ana maziwa.
Ati ana maziwa.
Hakuna maji, sasa tutakula nini? You know, ladies, you have
your ujinga.
Imagine,
tumia akili yako.
Chalia kitembea. Imagine amekufa.
Amedai. Non-existent. Na lazima hao watu walelewe, lazima wakule, lazima wakuepoa.
You know what I mean?
Because wakiwa wagonjwa wao mtu yeye akianguka chini aumie, wewe ndio utagaramia.
Exactly.
Ukianza kufuata na ule jamaa maybe hana ama maybe ajisikii. Utadu.
Exactly.
Mtu yeye lazima apone.
And for the guys, the wonderful men out there. Wonderful men, because there are some wonderful men out here. There are
single dads,
amazing dads, not even single dads. There are some dads who walk away from relationships with the mother, with the baby mama, and they provide and they give of themselves, and still these women choose to deny them the right to see their children because they're not giving enough. You can just see this guy is giving everything. Yani amejinyima to the point where yani hata tu viatu siku hizi tumeparara.
Amechapa vile mlikuwa naye cause everything anataka mtoi wake ishi vizuri.
Na hata si mtoi wake ishi vizuri, anataka kuona mtoi wake. Mimi hapo pa kuishi vizuri sana hiyo that is your choice. But some dads just want to see their kids.
And then there's some mean Lucy somewhere.
Some
she's just being
want
crazy.
To see their kids. Moms, let's stop this thing of usipolipa hautaona mtoto. You see,
don't do that.
Whether this guy has money or not, whether he pays or not, that's got nothing to do. This child will grow up and they will see the nonsensical ways of their father or their mother.
They'll make that decision by themselves.
Let them make that decision for themselves. You understand?
Usimwambie mama yako ni mbaya, baba yako ni mbaya na unataka istiki ajua ya mama yake na baba yake ni nini, unajua?
You know what I mean?
Nyinyi mkikosana mlikosana nyinyi, hawajakosana nini like at the parent and child hawajakosana. Because again there's that weird thing because aujui pale mbele. What if unfortunately you passed on and the other parent has to raise that child and then this child is a stranger, the parent is a stranger, so hawajuani kwa sababu you didn't allow for the other parent to grow. Exactly. So it's beyond you.
Guys,
it is beyond
money
you.
Is not the measure of whether someone sees their kid or not. There are men out here killing themselves every day because they're being denied the right to see their children.
So
style up.
Like
and guys, don't just beg someone to see your kid. Go to court. The courts are very open nowadays to help fathers. And a lot of fathers don't realize that they have the right to see their children. Unless you've been abusive, unless you've been a certain way with these children, then the court will have no problem awarding you some kind of shared custody.
Because you're equally a parent.
They will have no problem to award you some kind of shared custody. You see? So guys, if you have somebody who's telling you ati hautaona mtoto wako kwa sababu haujalipa kitu yote, go to the court because the court will also see how much you're earning and they will fairly say Wewe, provide for this. Wewe, provide for this. And as long as you keep to that, your custody arrangement will remain the same, and how much you're paying will be fair. So go to court and let the courts decide. Don't let hawa wabeberu wa mama wako hapa nje wanaza watoto wakifikiri ni cash point wawanyanyase. My brothers, mimi, I'm an advocate of the boy child. Usikubali kunyanyaswa, go to court and get it sorted. It's always cheaper than the alternative, which is begging someone every week. Can I come see the kids? Can they come see those? It is not up to them to decide. Go to court. Kama hawawezi kunini, msigombane mbele ya watoto, msikorofishane mbele ya neighbors, msifanye nini, go straight to court. Let the courts decide. If somebody is being unreasonable, let nobody use you like a cash point. Let nobody drive you to the brink of suicide. Because they're denying you.
Keep your records by vile unaambiwa ngati tume pesa weka records zako nani ukienda kotini present
ama umetuma kwa nini kwa bank account. Usimpatie cash. Kwanza hao watakwenda kutumia kama cash point. Usimpatie cash. Tuma M-Pesa so you have records. On this day I sent this. Ukifanya shopping, piga picha hiyo nini, hiyo
shopping kama unataka hiyo receipt,
mpatie shopping. Piga picha ya shopping. Kwa sababu if someone anataka kukubeberu kwa life yako,
treat them as such.
Did
now if you mkae
anyway, kwa hiyo story.
Because it's for your kids.
Watu hivi si tukunywa maji.
Tuende tusipu.
Sijui tutibu.
Let's
get it, guys.
Do your thing.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Galactic Productions hapa
on that show. Asubuhi Friday Makasiriko
ya Furahiday.
Tuko hapa
na huyu hapa jina yake.
Mimi naitwa AfroFabb Nani.
Na mimi naitwa Night Atieno hapa.
Tuko hapa kila Monday,
Wednesday
na Friday.
Hapo Monday tunaongeanga sana juu ya relationships. We talk about relationships on Mondays. We talk
whatever
about
kind of relationship.
100% whether it's a work relationship, friendship, situationship. Oh my God.
Any ship.
Yes. You know, relationships with our children, relationships with our bosses, all sorts of relationships, and how to maneuver through these things. And obviously, we always take into consideration your views. Thank you so much for those people who come back to us with feedback, who send us stuff that they want us to talk about. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for joining us. Because without you guys, there won't be us. Anyway,
thank you.
Karibuni sana. Thank you, DJ Roy, producer number 101, 101,
anataka tuende break tu for good.
Anyway, guys, thank you and welcome back. Sasa, to dive into the next topic. Lakini let me just reiterate, those women who have children, just so that you can felicita watu, please style up. Wataneni hizo matabia.
Sana unajipunguzia.
I know. Because at the end of the day, you're the one who lose. You lose.
Kidogo shortly before you know it, in a couple of years, you're paying for therapy here. Exactly. Because of your ego na ujinga yako. So please.
Anyway, niko kwa jam na kam.
Be nice.
Hey, kwanza wacha kwanza nisalimie. Otis Kells naona ameingia hapo.
Amecheck-in.
Johnny Gisare, you know. Shama Odwor pia niliona ameingia hapo, amesema niaje. Auntie Mary Omolo, Auntie wa show.
Auntie wa show. Good morning.
Kolia, Scorcher, Leach, Kerima Nancy, Caroline Kenyana, sharing kwenye nini. Thank you so much for supporting us. Hapa hivi, Lameko Wino, Onguru, Lucas Realtime Onyango of Realtime Logistics. Hapo Mike Shambier.
Nakwambia.
Rico Fundamentals of Rico Fundamentals mwenyewe. Kama unataka ngoma ya inaitwa nini, if you have an event, if you have any kind of event, you wedding, funerals, corporate zote, na anakujanga kama yuko very smart, very dapper.
He comes dressed to the part.
Anakujanga na tuxedo nini. Kwa hivyo kama hiyo event
yenu kama ni corporate ati black tie event.
Black tie yeye ndani yake. Rico Fundamental, a friend of the show. You know, thank you so much for supporting us,
you guys are brilliant.
Anyway, hapa hivi kwenye niko kwa jam na kam. Guys, not just Kenyans, but just generally, like our tour, you're running late, you've got an appointment with somebody. So instead of just telling the person, tell me, to be fair, if you're running late, you usually know at least half an hour before the time of meeting.
Exactly.
You already know you're running late. If your day started running late, so if your first appointment was late, the chances are your next appointment will be late.
It goes on.
Your next appointment is 2 hours from now. Call that person, text that person and say, Is it okay if we meet 15 minutes later than we arranged? Or half an hour later than we arranged?
Or even reschedule if you
exactly.
have to.
If they say yes, then okay. Still make the meeting, because it's better than rescheduling, because then that gap of your day is open. And then what do you do with that gap of your day? Unless you've got something else to do, it's wasted time. But if you let someone know, if you let me know, I'm waiting for you somewhere. You let me know. Shaz. Oh, Night Atieno.
These people have multiple personalities.
Anyway, so you let me know. I'm running 15 minutes late or 30 minutes late. I'm in town waiting for you. But there was something else that I was supposed to do in town that I was going to do after I met you.
Exactly.
I'll go do that thing. I'll tell you, Sawa, let's meet. Let's even meet 45 minutes after what we scheduled, because the other thing was going to take me 45 minutes.
Exactly.
So let me go do that thing, and then we'll
by the time you get here, we're going to be ready to have this sit down.
That's it. Instead of telling me every 10 minutes, Niko tu hapa, I'm just here.
Niko hapa kwa kona.
You know what I mean?
Inaona hii master Safaricom. Uko wapi? Bruh, no. Just no. Tell me where you are. Tell me you're going to be 15 minutes or 20 minutes late or an hour. Nijipatie shughuli basi. Unaona? Because this thing of leading somebody on, and then you're telling this person, and they're like, okay, it's 10 minutes. I'll take your 10 minutes.
Like, as 10 minutes.
Yeah. And I wait 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you're not there. And of course now that's me buzzing all that. I'm like,
exactly. And then you stop answering your phone. Guys, let me tell you something. Time is the most precious resource we've got. The most precious resource we've got. This is the only thing that is not constant. It's the only thing that we are given for free.
For free.
Yes. And
you
it's
want to
the
waste
only
it.
thing that you don't want to waste, because when it's finished, it's finished. When your time is gone, it's gone.
It's gone,
when your time is done, it's done. Why do I want to waste my time? Mimi, you're
and
lucky if I wait for you 5 minutes.
Hours.
I promise you. You're lucky if I wait for you 5 minutes. Especially if you didn't tell me that you're running late. If you tell me you're running late, even if you tell me I'm running an hour late, I can rearrange my day. So
exactly.
that
do something else.
Is productive for me.
Because sitting there calling you, waiting for you, and getting pissed.
And especially, guys, especially if you know, like you're meeting for a business meeting, but for any meeting,
whatever it is, whether you're meeting your child
or your child, like sometimes I'm going to pick up my son and I'm running late. I'll text him. I'll tell him, listen, I'm running 10 minutes late. And if that 10 minutes turns into 20 minutes, I'm like, okay, just give me a whole half hour. So if I get there within that half hour, I can still text and say, I'm here. Or I can call and say, I'm here. You know what I mean? Because it's a sign of respect as well.
It is.
You see, if you disrespect my time, then you're also disrespecting me. Umenidharau to the point where my most precious resource, you want to waste it.
It doesn't matter to you whether it's 5 minutes.
You're lucky if I wait for you for 2 minutes. If you did not tell me we're running late, I promise you. If we say we are meeting at 12, it's 12 o'clock. In fact, I'll be there at 11:45. So literally, if you're running 15 minutes late, and you didn't tell me you were running late, if you turn up at 12:15, you're already 30 minutes late for this meeting in my eyes. And I promise you I will not be meeting you again. Especially if it's a business meeting. Whether I stand to gain or not, because that is somebody who disrespects me and disrespects my time and has no business doing business with me. Zero. Sasa imengojaje na kungoja na kukula na kwanza usimeze Viagra kabla wafaya kwa
exactly, kwa sababu unajua mlikuwa mnakutana saa 3 alafu inakuwa ni sawa nimekutumia fare niko kwa jam na kam best unakuwa kwa jam 12 hours
until she is at the door
until the cab guy has safely delivered her at your doorstep.
Hold on to your blue pill.
Okay, ukisikia tu ati niko hapa nje, okay.
You might even have to call a super sub. Anyway, guys,
I tell you Bazarao, time is money. Kama ukuji niambie haukuji. Kama unakuja ama unakuja, kama unachelewa niambie unachelewa. Don't just kupigia mtu simu ati umefika niko hapa kwa kona gani? Ati kona hapa kona gani?
Ni sawa tu uko kwa kona. Mi wedakani meda.
Ukinipigia simu niko kwa hii kona ingine naenda.
Mimi hata sikwambiangi. Unanipigia mimi nishafika home. Bas. Ati nikuja
hiyo meeting
ilishaisha.
I'm preparing for another meeting,
and
so
I realize how disrespectful you are to my time, so mate, no.
Bye.
Just no. Sorry. Anyway, moving on swiftly from time wasters.
Jump into
of corona things and rallies. Mimi kama Night Atieno.
Mimi naomba nishuke saa hii
because naona tufunguliwe nchi.
I am tired.
Mimi kama Night Atieno.
Mimi ninashukia hapa.
Sasa walifunga, they closed the bars.
Kila kitu.
No, at first they closed everything.
Baka barabara.
Everything. And then they opened the bars and they left the churches and the schools closed. And then they opened the churches and they left the bars closed. And now, what is open?
Restaurants, bars, churches.
No, bars are closed.
Ziko na sudo.
Kuna baa za wenye nchi na baa za wananchi. Kama wewe ni mwenye nchi, baa yako imefunguliwa. Kama wewe ni mwananchi, baa yako imefungwa.
Wenye nchi permit zao ziko na permit. Wewe uko
tu na permit. Ziko na permission ya permit.
Ziko na permission ya permit. Wewe uko tu na permit.
Anyway, on a more serious note, my humble opinion is that they should just open up the country now. Open up the country. Let us all wear masks. Let us all be responsible adults. Right now, there's saturnizing everywhere. There's social distancing, and even this social distancing doesn't work because wenye nchi have been holding rallies without masks.
Hawezi ita rally ati kuna watu 200 alafu na wesimama hapa.
Rallies, hiyo ni 200, hiyo ilikuwa inakaa kama thousands of people.
Tunasema huwezi ita rally kama hiyo ati organized ati nini.
Mimi
nilishashuka.
Mimi what I can say is we think we have problems. Mnafikiri wa Kenya tuna shida?
Sisi tuko tu sawa. Si bado tuko pale tip of the iceberg.
In the UK.
Mimi nilishashuka.
In the UK, they've been told you cannot meet for more than 6 people in one gathering. Sindio? Alafu these idiots, the bourgeoisie, the powers that be, they've made fox hunting a sport.
Like, wait for us there. Wait for us. 6 people.
We think we have problems in Kenya. No, to be fair, I think that in Kenya, for most people, life is more or less back to normal, except sports, which obviously we miss a lot. And I think if the other countries can do it, we should also be able to go back to sport now. We should also be able to have. I know that many sports bodies in Kenya now have guidelines of how to practice their sports in a safe way. I don't understand why athletics is shut. I don't understand why things like 100 meters, things like cross country. I don't understand why things like that cannot be going on, because these are sports that cycling, all of that stuff. You know what I mean? I don't understand why it's not going on. Now in Europe, they've gone back to playing football. Football is being played in empty stadiums. Yes. So hakuna ile fun nini, but at least the players are still at work. You know what I mean?
And they've been tested and checked, so they're sure these guys have.
In this day and age ya mtandao, we can still watch kwenye mtandao.
Yes.
Tunaweza watch, to watch football, to watch nini, to watch hata rugby imerudi in some places. So in amateur rugby now, I know like in England, what they're doing is they've got to a place now where you can play touch. You know, they started with social distancing training, and then obviously the gyms opened, and then pole they were opening the country. Na sasa wamerudi wamefungiwa. Na kwanza wameambiwa sijui watu 6. Mimi hiyo story hapo where the fox hunting
people.
What's happening? Mimi nilishukia hapo because I think that this corona thing, number one, it's not a hoax. There's corona. I'm not even going to say anything about that. But the way the guidelines are and what we should follow and what we shouldn't follow,
it's like it's favoring. It has some weird favoritism.
Exactly. It's like gun laws or anything else, or fox hunting or any of that stuff. It's whoever has the most money, whoever lobbies the government the most is the one wanafunguliwa. Sasa watu wa pombe walifunguliwa. Sasa wamefungiwa kiasi but bado wanauza pombe. Okay, sawa. Sasa churches zimefunguliwa, but if people can go to church, why can't children go back to school? I understand that it's too late in the year, but what I'm saying is, if bars were left open in the first place, why couldn't our children be in school as well? You understand? And especially in the impoverished areas where people are already living in crowded circumstances, where there's no way of, rich kids or kids who are privileged or kids who have parents who have a little bit of disposable income, or kids who have parents who can prioritize their education because they don't have to prioritize food or shelter. Those kids have never missed a beat. Those kids went to school. The schools were closed on Friday, and on Monday they had Zoom classes.
Immediately,
Do you get me? But the kids who live in slum areas, the kids who live in the poorest of the poorest conditions, who already are not even wearing masks in the first place.
So don't even have that water to wash their hands, leave alone sanitize.
Leaving them in schools would have been a kinder, safer thing than keeping them out of school. Because now these children are open to abuse, all sorts of abuse. Hakuna chakula hapa, hakuna nini. At least go
and find your food.
Some schools, unaweza pewa lunch hata. So that one meal a day that child has now been taken away. You know what I mean?
And that's security, because at least you're there with the other kids. So
exactly. And now little girls are in the estate. And the pedophiles in this estate are taking advantage of this. Because those children are hungry. Mtoi ananunuliwa ngumu. And they're taking advantage of.
Before you know it, things happen.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Bash your head with a rock.
For me, I just think the kindest thing, September, whatever happens in January, we need to reopen our schools in a safe way. And especially in those areas where there is no additional risk of opening up schools. You see what I mean? And a school that is in an already overcrowded area, that people kwa kijiji huko pali already watu hawavai mask ama hata wakivaa ni ile flimsy
ni ya kuwekelea tu hapa ni ile fake, hakuna maji ya kunawa, hakuna social distance ni nini.
Let these schools reopen. Juu hapo hivi hata mtu atakapo chini yeye ameenda kusearch, mama ameenda kusearch, baba ameenda kusearch, hakuna mtu akukaa chini na huyu mtoto atiwafanye homework. You see, some of these people are not even that educated enough.
Probably amefungiwa key kwa nguo, ukikuja fungua ingia uingie kwa nyumba. Maybe somebody follows that child.
You know what I mean? So, for me, I just think whatever happens going forward, Kenya is already operating as if this corona doesn't exist. For me, living in Eastlands, up if it's business as usual.
It's business as usual.
Yeah? Our shopping center never, ever shut.
It's never died down.
You know what I mean? The businesses are going on. People are selling alcohol. The bars are open. Now the churches are back. Yes? So let's just say that we haven't seen that massive amount of people dying like they predicted. Yeah? Now people are barely wearing masks, and when the ones who wear, they're so flimsy, they almost covered nothing. It's supposed to stop the droplets. Like ukiona tu vitu tungine watu wanavaa hapa nje.
Kama fashion statement.
Exactly. So, and most people wear them here. So really and truly, what's the additional risk of having our children in school when it's been proven that children barely get this thing?
Exactly.
You see what I mean?
Exactly. So the folks have run to the rallies wameenda kwa sababu mheshimiwa
exactly. You know what I mean? For me, the day I saw these rallies is the day I said, wacha watufungulie nchi. Let them just open the country for us.
Because the fat cats hao wanaendelea kukula hao maisha yao kuchange. Lakini the wanjiko zuko chini.
Whether they go to parliament to sit or not, they're still paid.
Yes, them they're on a payroll. They've been on a payroll since the country was shut down up to now. And on this other side, the people who are laid off. And
the people who are paying for this payroll,
are these people who've been laid off.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And let's not forget that tax is not just income tax. Tax is on everything you buy every day. On that bottle of water, on that sweet you buy, on that chocolate you buy, on everything. There's tax on everything.
you're already a fat cat na bado unaendelea kuibia. Unataka kuibia mtu mpaka mfupa.
Mimi kile tu naweza sema ni wherever you can, live your life, protect yourself, but carry on with your life. Because tukingoja wase, si tunawangoja
hawakujali,
wa make decisions poa na hao wanafungua
wana make decisions za tumbo,
lakini shule zetu zimefungwa. You know what I mean? Because it's more important for them to start their election campaigns than for us to educate our children.
Exactly. People can't even afford medical care out here. Nyi mko busy mnaambia watu hapa campaign tutawatenzania. Provide for people kwanza, at least watu wakae wakijua if I walk into a hospital I can get treated, at least your taxes are working for you.
Yeah.
Unaona? See, ati saa zote nakwanga tu you come and make empty promises here telling people lies, and you're already selling false hope to people who are hopeless. Sasa wamechoka, wamefika 80.
Hakuna kitu kama hopeless, by the way. Never ever put yourself in a position of hopelessness. There's always hope. It's just how you look at it and what you do with the situations that you.
But una imagine kuna wale watu hapa nje.
Hakuna mtu hopeless. Yote nikwambia kitu, hopelessness is in your head. Si uongo. Mimi nishasota nikalala nje, nishasota hivyo. Do you understand? I never gave up. Do you get me?
But the guys out here who are giving up, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, but that's on them though.
That's what I'm saying. Because unapata labda ametry.
Yosi shida ya nini ya politician. If you give up on your life, that's your problem. That's on you. No, it's true. Personal responsibility. I'm sorry, but I'm never going to blame the church. I'm never going to blame politicians. I'm never going to blame anyone for feeling hopeless. Hopelessness is what is here in you and is here in you. Do you get me? Even if you're in a dire situation, sahi leo, yeah? Hata kama unalala nje. Umeona watoto wangapi wametoka street children and they've made something of their lives? That's just my opinion. Mimi siwezi kubali hopelessness is on anyone else but yourself. It's your attitude that gets you to that point of hopelessness. That's on you. That's personal responsibility. And that's just my opinion. Night Atieno, kwa hiyo story, wewe malizia side yako, mimi nishashuka.
I am sorry, I was censoring myself.
As you were saying.
I'm still censoring myself. Anywho, away from me and my thoughts and my censors and whatnot.
Yeah.
Guys, hapa nje, endelea tu maisha yako. Hao watu hawakujali. Hakuna mwenye atakuja kwako kukununulia food na maji na nini 100%. Na nini. Itabidi umejituma. Itabidi umeamka asubuhi, itabidi umekuwa uncomfortable ndio uwe comfortable na nini. So, it's up to you. Uamke, ujipange, upange watu wako, upange vitu zako, itabidi life iendelee, because honestly, no one else is living your life. No one else is feeling your pain. No one else feels that pinch that's pinching you.
Yeah.
So it's up to you to remedy it.
Yeah.
So, but while you're doing that, be kind to other people.
Yeah.
Be
and
kind.
To yourself.
And to yourself.
Yeah.
Answer. Like, jishughulikie. Because when you only know how to be nice when you're nice to yourself, you can't be nice to other people and you're not nice to yourself.
Yeah.
So, jipende, upende watu wengine. Be kind. If unaona situations zinakukwaruza, zinafanya unasikia kidogo off hivi, walk away.
Yeah.
Eat big ones ukienda, kwa sababu kidogo utaka hapo 2 seconds more, alafu itakuja itakuwa colors zingine zenye uhitaji. So learn to walk away. Learn to walk away from toxic situations, toxic places, anything that brings makasiriko.
Yeah.
Toka.
Yeah.
Sawa. Mkwenda weekend. AfroFabb.
But before we go, can I just say, we are here again on Monday.
Yes.
Talking about relationships. We're here every
Wednesday as well.
Talking about money matters, biashara, vitu kama hizo, wellness things, you know, like self
unajua watu hapa nje wanaongenga tu juu ya pesa uko juu, like vile nataka
100%.
Pesa mingi nini, but we don't even know. There's a lot of people who don't know how to be responsible with cash.
Yeah. So let's join us on Wednesdays to talk more about these things. Join in the conversation. Help us to grow this thing. Leo tumeongea juu ya madereva wa kutupa vitu kwa window. Please wacheni.
Weka tu kitu kwa gari.
Wanaume wa kutegemea watu sana kwa nyumba, kama ni kitu unaweza fanya, tafadhali fanya, utakatu wa mikono na miguu.
Hiyo sahani umetumia, osha.
Watu wa kuuliza watu ati utazaa lini, muache.
This womb is mine nani. Hii family
ni
yetu.
Hii kitu si chama ya watu wengi.
Labda mimi na Bay tumedecide tunataka atakuwa mtoto wangu, mimi nitakuwa mtoto wake. So please,
wachaneni na sisi.
Jishughulishe.
Exactly. Wenye watu wa kuzaa wakifikiri mtakuja kulipiwa rent na nini. Timbeuricho, your tabia za mbaya. Your manners are very bad, mko na bad manners mbaya. Wacheni hizo. Watu wakwambia watu niko kwa jam na kama sijui nini. Just
sema tu niko kwa jam si kama.
Exactly. You know, if you're coming tell me how long it's going to be. Guys, we've got Google Maps now. Just guesstimate and add on 10 minutes and tell me that I'm happy. I'll do other things. Let us see how we can start petitioning our leaders.
Yeah.
To make wiser decisions, especially when it comes to our children and their education. Mimi nakwambia, however bad you think we are,
there's those guys out there.
America has Trump. And the UK has Bojo.
Alafu Zimbo alikuwa na ule msee mwingine.
However bad you think our situation is, guys. Tuko tu sawa. I love Kenya. I love my country. Now, guys, have a lovely, wonderful weekend. Peace out. Thank you for joining us.
Penda nani nani?
Hey, now independent.